Thank you for having me to come down. I know you didn't know who was coming down today. Unfortunately, I'm not Will Smith. I'm not T.I. But, you know, the skating world is kind of big. It's huge. It's just that we don't see it. You know, sometimes we see clips, we see things in the movies. Everybody in here seen Roll Bounce, right?
Yeah.
You seen ATL?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I was in the ATL. That long. But I was there. I was there in the filming of the whole thing. So there's when the scene first goes to the ring, you see that big disco ball. If you put that disco ball in slow motion, you'll see me right after it passes. I'm there. But unfortunately, T.I. and the rest of those folks got all the accolades about what they were doing, and that was great. I'm sort of one of these guys that I've always been in my own little way behind the scenes. Kind of like it that way in a way, and it's okay. Because I have found that I can make a bigger impact just being behind the scenes, because when people start seeing things like this video, the first thing they go is, where'd you learn that? Somebody had to learn something from somebody or something when you got an idea, you know. So my creativity has pretty much come from within. I've never had a skating instructor in my life. Everything that I've ever done pretty much in the skating world, I've done on my own. You know, so I went out and I spent these hours upon hours upon hours by myself learning and perfecting my craft. So one day, maybe it would lead to something. And that I did not know. So here I am today, 32 years later. And for whatever first step that I did, now I teach over 200 dance steps. That's a lot of dance steps in the skating world. Most people are still learning just the basics of how to stop, how to start, how to go forwards, and all these different things. So it's more to it than what you see. Tiger Woods, for example, we use him as a great example. We've seen all the video of him when he started when he was 3 years old. And then now he's 30 years old. He's worked very, very hard to become the #1 player in the world. And we've all recognized that. And he is a brand. He has clothing. He has the car. He definitely has golf shoes. There's a lot of things behind the scenes that Tiger Woods is doing. He has the Youth Foundation. I mean, you don't hear a lot about it, but those things are happening. So in the skating world, I'm very, very happy to be standing in front of you today, because I never knew where skating was going to ever take me. I did it for fun just like everybody else. Hey, let's go to the rink, you have fun. And then all of a sudden it became more fun than I thought it would become. And then of course I started practicing. I wanted to get good at what I was doing. And I did all of that. And then I started creating steps. And then before you know it, people started recognizing it. And how do you learn? And before you know it, I was teaching. And then it just became pretty much an obsession to teach. I love to teach people. And to teach people takes a lot of patience. And of course, if anybody in here has ever had somebody to teach them anything, you know it takes a lot of patience to teach you anything. And of course, with skating, it's a whole different animal. It's not like just dancing, you just get out on the floor and you just hit a move or two. In skates, you have to put those moves with the skates and you build on from that, and then it becomes something else. You know, and that's what makes skating fun. So skating pretty much became more than just fun. It became a lifeline. It's in the bloodstream. It's like breathing for me, because it's something that I enjoy doing that much. It's exercise for me. I'm going to just ask class a question real quickly. Just one person. How old am I? Who think they know how old I am?
40.
Okay, good number.
I'm saying like 36, 37.
Okay, that's a good number too. Give me 2 more.
38.
Oh, I like that. What do you think? 42. 42. All right, now be realistic now. Be real. How old do you think I am? You want to be real? 36. What would be real? All right. You can't be older, but you live on. So how do you think I am? 62. Did you say 62? Oh, okay. Well, anyway. Now, I'm going to show you the real me when I skate. This is not the way I wear my hat. I wear the hat just like you guys. You see, I don't have any hair on my head.
That says it all.
This is the way I wear my hat. just like this all the time, especially when I'm skating. My head is always turned back. I'm 54.
Wow. That's good.
So, skating has done wonders for me. It did wonders for you. I mean, you're still young, and you would be starting a lot younger than I did. I actually got into skating when I was about 23. Okay, so I started late in a sport, but here it is, the longevity of what it has done to me. You know, it's just one of those things that makes you feel good about yourself, and so now people start guessing your age, and they're 20 years behind what you actually are. That feels really good, you know. And I think you're being sincere. That's what I like about the youth of today. Many of them are sincere. They just say what they really feel. So with that being said, that's what skating has done for me. But skating has done a lot more for me than I ever imagined that it would do. I've had the opportunity to perform in places that I never thought that I would perform. You ever heard of the Masonic Auditorium? I went to Burbank Studios just recently, last month. Everybody in here know who Damon Wayans is?
Yes.
Damon Wayans? In Living Color? Ring a bell?
Is he with my wife and kids too? Yep.
My wife and kids. White kids. Okay. Right. Well, last year I got a phone call from Burbank Studios that Damon Wayans wanted me to come down and do a body double for him and his new sitcom called Damon Wayans The Underground. I don't know if you ever saw it, but it was sort of an offshoot to In Living Color.
Yeah.
I got that call. 54-year-old guy gets a chance to go down and be young again.